Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Railgan and TcUltimate on Apotheosis, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player, it is Railgan. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player, it is TcUltimate. Alright, so this is a GM level game that was played on the ladder. That was sent to me through Twitter at Falcon Paladin. And I looked it over and figured it was good enough, so we are casting it. Alrighty then. Apotheosis has not been kind to Protoss lately on my channel. Somebody said, Falcon, has a Protoss ever actually won a match on this map? And I looked back and I don't think they have. So if you're a Protoss player, root for TcUltimate. And if you're not a Protoss player, maybe you want to anyway, just because the Protoss I feel like is the underdog just based on the map. Anyway, here we are. Thanks to everybody who has contributed to Patreon so far. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get the thanks out. Maybe at the beginning of the video or the end of the video. I'll do shoutouts to you guys. You know what? Maybe I'll do it right now. Can I do it right now? Do I have that list available? No. I'll do it in my next cast. I'll have the list available of everybody who has donated so far, and I will go ahead and give you guys those shoutouts that I promised. And then everybody will be super duper happy. Again, if you don't know what Patreon is, it's just a way to go ahead and support people who create content for you, usually on YouTube. Can also be places, artists and podcast people and stuff like that. So if you go to patreon.com/FalconPaladin, you can donate as little as $1 a month to support the channel. That would be super useful, even if it was just that little amount. Some people have done as many as $5, $10, $15 a month. Things like that. And again, I've compared it to Netflix. Netflix is $10 a month now. And who do you watch more of, Netflix or Falcon Paladin? Some of you will say Netflix, I understand that, but some of you will say Falcon Paladin, and maybe there are some things that need to change. Anyway, TcUltimate does block off this attempt at third base by Railgan at the gold with a super duper annoying pylon. Any lings on the way quite yet? No? Is Railgan not making lings? Oh yes, he's making 6 lings now, just barely, getting 2 queens and speed at the same time. Nice little wall-off going here from TcUltimate. He is working on a cybernetics core and a second gateway. And we've got Overlord spread, scout and stuff at the same time. Yeah, that pylon's going to take a while to kill until these lings pop. The lings are going to get this probe because it is on creep. Boom! Probe ends up dead. Scouted pretty much nothing, but didn't see an early roach warren. So it says no roach pressure for a while. That's a good scout there by the probe. Couple lings come down here to take down this pylon. The rest of his buddies show up. The rest of their buddies show up. And the pylon explodes. Drone immediately. Okay, not immediately because it doesn't have enough minerals, but he's working on get it. There's a lair on the way by Railgun. He went lair instead of third hatch. That's interesting. Immediately at 300 minerals. Bam. There goes that hatch. Overlord scouting on in, looking for that higher tech. That is what you need to see from the Protoss. Once they have the cyber core, is it Stargate? Is it robotics facility? Is it Twilight Council? It's Twilight Council. The answer was behind door number 3 the whole time. These lings are not going to be able to do anything. There's a mothership core here with a pylon there and a pylon here. I think that pylon can reach right up at that melee range on that gateway. So any attempt by lings to get up here and cause any harassment is just going to be met with abject failure, especially with 2 adepts there as well. I mean, come on. Overlord does manage to scout the Twilight Council, so either going to be for the upgrade for adepts, giving them that upgraded attack speed with resonating glaives, or blink for stalkers. And based on the fact we are seeing adepts here, I think this might just be kind of a mass adept opening. Yep, there's the resonating glaives. Attack speed of the adepts is increased by 45%. Photon overcharge used. Kill this Overlord. Reaction time a little slow. I'm not sure if it would have mattered all that much, but it does actually supply block Railgan. Unfortunately for him, it is a pretty solid supply block there. And a Spire coming up for Railgan. We don't see, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say we never see Spire when it comes to ZVP, but it doesn't seem as popular as like Roach Ravager or Hydra Lurker or Hydra Baneling or any of those other strategies. So definitely go Inspire here. Inside the main base is Railgan. That third base is up and running at the gold. Any sign of a third base for TcUltimate? I don't really see one here. The gold is not being taken. Another attempted third to the left or to the up from the main base is not being taken either. But a robotics facility is being warped on in here at the natural base, along with the forge where +1 attack is being researched. And links for Railgun just running around trying to be annoying, trying to find stuff to knock down, trying to find probes that are scouting, and all that fun stuff. Railgun really saturating his extractors at his natural base, not so much his mineral count. which is A-okay. Ling's over here trying to knock down this rock tower that leads into the third that TcUltimate is taking at the gold. Is taking it at the gold. Mothership Core has a single kill, has killed one of these Lings. Adepts just murdering the Lings that get too close to this wall off at the natural base. I mean, Railgan doesn't want to lose his Lings entirely. They are something of a map presence. They are something of good scouting units. A lot more Lings coming in, though. Railgan maybe sees a bit of a vulnerability here. 10 Lings, 5 Mutas on the way. Railgan is spending his money very, very well. It's 40 to 46 Harvesters. Railgan, I feel like, has been cutting workers in order to go for a bit of a timing attack here at 5 minutes. We'll see if that works out for him or not. Lings going after that pylon to prevent the photon overcharge. The photon overcharge does come up, but there are like 40 Lings here at the third base. The pylon does end up falling, and the Lings turning their attention to the Nexus that is about 40 to 60% complete there. Lings turn their attention to try to surround the Adepts that are warping in, getting some good damage in. Some good damage in here. Some good Warp Prism Micro from TcUltimate, though. And does he lose even a single? I don't think he lost a single Adept there. That's amazing. Another attack of Adepts here at the natural base of Railgan, getting taken down mostly by the Mutas here, because Mutas are very good against Adepts, considering they cannot shoot up. Railgan joining up just a little bit here, making 5 workers at a time. Should bring him fairly even with a Protoss player. And I'm not sure if the Mutas are going to try to take down this third Nexus or go for workers. Their DPS isn't great against buildings, but I don't know. There's nothing here defending this third base. I think it's too much of a juicy target for Railgan to bypass, and he bypasses it right away. The Mutas fly right on into this natural base, then head on over to the main base instead, where there is a Mothership Core with a photon overcharge that does come up. Enough to almost kill one of the Mutas here. Lings take down the third base. It explodes very nicely. Warp Prism from TcUltimate sneaking into the main base of Railgan, who decides that enough is enough. Getting rid of that third base is all he really wanted to do. A big old warp-in of Adepts with +1 attack and a Resonating Glaives coming right on in here to the main base of Railgan. There's a Queen here, but it's not enough. Some Adepts warping into that natural base as well. DT Shrine is on the way for TcUltimate. Amazing drone pull here. Lings trying to kill the Adepts as well. Can they get there? Yes, they're killing a couple of the Adepts. Link count is actually pretty high. No upgrades for these whatsoever, but still trying to make this thing happen. The Adepts are trying to kill an Extractor inside the main base of Railgan and can't quite do it. They turn their attention to the Ultralisk den instead, which they might get. But no, the transfer takes them away. Takes them away before their time was up. Adepts did come into this third base at the goal. They're getting fully surrounded by, again, about 30 Lings. They're all going to die. And they do. Another attempted warp-in of Adepts here in the main base. The Warp Prism gets taken down by Mutas. They manage to find that one there. The Lings really want these Adepts before they transfer on out. And they get one. 2 of them do manage to transfer somewhere up behind the mineral line of this natural base. And the Adepts get cleaned on out. So how many worker kills was that? 10 workers killed. But at 60 to 48 Harvesters, Railgan is still in the lead here. He has a 4th base. The 3rd base is being warped in again by TcUltimate. Working on a couple pylons there. A couple more pylons in addition to the 2 that already exist around this Nexus. The DTs are heading out for TcUltimate up along the right side of this map. Where are they going to go? There are a couple Overseers already. Did Railgan scout that Dark Shrine? Actually, where is it? I guess I should see that first. Where is the Dark Shrine? Oh, it's down here. He didn't scout it. Interesting. Mutas here trying to harass the 3rd base, are killing some long-distance mining probes as the Nexus isn't even complete yet. DT trying to get some work done at the 3rd base, but again, Overseer plus Lings equals dead Dark Templar. Where are they? Oh, a Spore Crawler as well. Good heavens. Railgan really doesn't want to die to tech stuff. Oh my gosh, can he get that Ultralisk den? The DT might have been able to take down that Hydra den that's morphing into a Lurker den, but instead bypassed it and got murdered by Lings once again. So those DTs, another one here at the 3rd base getting some kills. 25 drones killed. Okay, more than I thought. That is way more than I thought. And Banelings killing more DTs at the same time. So that's 5 dead DTs, but 27 drones killed. It's 59 to 50 total Harvesters. Railgun still has that lead, droning up hard. 5 workers at a time. Infestation Pit. Centrifugal hooks for his Banelings, +1 melee attack for his Lings and his Banelings and his Ultras if he ever decides to go there, which I don't know that he actually will. Mutas flying south. There's only 7 of them. Not a huge Muta flock by any means, but should be able to get some damage done against something. At least keep TcUltimate inside his base for a little bit here. Picking off a couple of probes, Blink Stalkers with +2 attack. Pretty good against Mutas. Photon Overcharge as well. One Muta explodes. The Mutas fly down, possibly try to harass this natural base. But oh, there's a Phoenix Ball out. I didn't realize there were this many Phoenix here, and yeah, these mutas are all dead. All dead! The mutas don't even try to fly away, as the Phoenix clean them up just outside the natural base of TcUltimate. 5th base coming up from Railgan now. Hydras are out, Lings, Banelings, more and more Hydras coming in, muscular augments being researched, no sign of +1 missile attack. Railgun's going to still rely pretty heavily on his Lings to make this thing work, and a 4th base now coming up for TcUltimate. So it's 62 to 52 Harvesters. TcUltimate's having a hard time probing up here. But regardless, Warp Prism for TcUltimate trying to sneak into this 4th base just below the main base, taking some shots from a Spore Crawler. Trying to fly into the main base here. Where are you trying to go here? Overseer following it in. There is a Warping of Adepts, a bunch of Lings streaming in, though I'm not sure how much damage these Adepts can do. And yeah, it's not going to be much. Nice around there. I'd pick him up. Pick him up, TcUltimate. Get him out of there. And he does. He does evacuate them. And then, nope, the Hydras take out the Warp Prism, and Banelings kill the rest of the Adepts. 5th base on the way for the Railgun. Phoenix trying to fly on in and kill some these Overlords here at the 4th base. The Hydras come to chase them away. There's only like 3 Hydras, though. I feel like the Phoenix could handle that if they wanted to, but I don't think they do for whatever reason. Another Warp Prism from TcUltimate. He's Warp Prisming it all the way. Templar and Storm coming up for TcUltimate. And ground weapons level 3 being researched as well. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Protoss player. He's taken some damage. Again, he lost his 3rd base, but he's back on his feet. It's 52 to 63 Harvesters. Yes, he's down. He is unfortunately down on the Zerg player, but I don't think he's out of it quite yet. I love the Storm choice against these Hydras, these Lings, these Banelings. All of these things are very low on hit points, and Storm will murder them, I think, in a single Storm. Without even really breaking a sweat. Ultralisk Cavern coming up for Railgun. Like I said, that +1 melee attack early is a pretty good indicator. Pretty good tell. Ultra Cavern on the way. Lings. Yeah, it's just pretty much the same thing right now. The Phoenix are flying on in. They take out a Queen here in the main base. That's a nice pick off. Bunch of Lings trying to do stuff here at the 4th base of TcUltimate, but no, getting chased away by a lot of Stalkers, again with +2 upgrades. Lings trying to sneak into the natural base. Can they get there? Ooh, they sneak right on in. Oh, they're trying to pick off these Templar. They get 1 Templar. Can they get another one before everybody kills them? No. No, they could not. Absolutely not here. Phoenix flying over the main base of Railgun. He doesn't really have anything to kill them. Chitinous plating being researched by Railgun here, because if you have Ultras, make them as tanky as possible. TcUltimate sneaking in with more Adepts. Trying to kill some more things. Hydra is getting rid of these Phoenix that are just kind of lazily sitting there. That's why you don't just sit there with your Phoenix. You gotta keep it moving. It's just like mutas. It's too easy for enemy Stalkers or enemy Hydras to sit right under you and just murder your face if you're that low on HP, as mutas and Phoenix generally are. Alright, so Railgun has what? 75 Lings, 7 Ultras. It's 197 to 126 total supply. He is looking good. He is looking very good indeed. DT is trying to kill as many of these Lings as possible, but there's an Overseer here now. And a pickup by the Warp Prism to keep them alive as they head on south into the No Man's Land. Phoenix trying to kill the Overseer, but it's by itself, which makes it hard. Not much DPS on a single Phoenix, but he's trying. He's trying inside that little airplane. Greater Spire on the way from a Railgun, getting some Corruptors here too. So, I mean, he's teching up hard right now. He's got Lings, he's got Ultras, he's going to have Broodlords. A lot of Tier 3 stuff happening from our friend Railgun. Banelings mixed into, just in case there are a lot of Adepts, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, the Ultras come rolling right on in. A big Storm on the Banelings, trying to make some connections. They do hit some Stalkers, but Storm's on top of the Lings, trying to murder some things. Great wraparound here at the natural base, right on top of these cannons, right on top of the Cybernetics core. Storm on top of the Ultras as they try to force themselves through the choke into the 3rd base here. Are there any Immortals left? Nope, not anymore. Not anymore, but that Ultra count a little bit lower. 2 more Immortals do come in with +3 attack, doing 65 damage versus armor. The Ultras are all gone, but there is one actually still Ultra here at the natural base, killing the Twilight Council. A bunch of Lings on top of everything here in the natural. Storms killing those Hydras, as was prophesied. Finishing them off are these Stalkers and these Immortals. Bunch of DTs, Warp in, getting short work. Making short work of those Lings, and Stalkers taking out the Overseers here as well. Lings in the main base trying to do some damage, but Zealot's very good against them, especially with that +3 attack. So it's 135 to 110 total supply, 63 to 41 total Harvesters. 183 Lings have died, 8 Ultras have been killed. Railgun losing a lot of stuff there. Not really expanding behind the attack either. I mean, he has this 5th base, but I think he's had this for some time now. So it's not necessarily new. He's responding by remaxing, or trying to remax on Ultras. He's getting +3 melee attack. He's getting 6 Banelings. And Warp Prism again, trying to head on up here from TcUltimate. He's got 4 Adepts in it. Another attack over here with DTs, trying to kill things, but Spine Crawler plus Spore Crawler, pretty effective combination. The DTs do end up dying here at the 5th, but they do take a few drones with them, not that many. 33 drones have been killed, 29 probes have lost their lives. Going Void Ray is TcUltimate. I love that choice. I don't know if the Hydras have been replenished. Nope, no Hydras, and there's only 1 Corruptor. Void Ray is actually moderately brilliant. From TcUltimate, they have the ability to charge up and do extra damage versus armored units for a while, and these Ultras are definitely armored. They are definitely armored. Is that prismatic alignment? My brain is falling apart right now. I honestly can't remember. Corruptor trying to take down that Warp Prism, running for its life with some Adepts on the inside. Lings trying to sneak on down, and there are Archons here for TcUltimate as well, so it's kind of a Stalker, Archon, Immortal Void Ray play from TcUltimate. Seems like a pretty good combination. I really can't see any problems with it based on what we're seeing here from Railgun. I would like maybe more Immortals just because that Ultra count is getting a little high again. There are 8 of them to replace the 8 that were lost earlier on. So we're 4 minutes left, or into the game here. 16 minutes into the game here, rather. 164 to 140 supply in favor of Railgun, 74 to 50 total harvesters. And again, he had the bigger army, he had the better economy in that last attack. It didn't really work out for him though. He attacked into some chokes, didn't necessarily do the best with what he had. There are some Broodlords morphing in here in the middle of the map. I don't know why they're getting morphed in there. They're so slow. It takes them forever to get where they need to go here. Ling's trying to do some stuff here at the 3rd base of TcUltimate, but again, Archons are very good in this situation. All right, holding in the choke is TcUltimate. He has Void Rays, he has Archons, he has Immortals, and I think Railgun learned his lesson. He's backing out. He's saying, I don't like this. I don't like what I see at all. Void Rays are trying to kill those Lings. 9 Hydras now in the way for Railgun, saying, oh snap. Oh snap, there are Void Rays out. I don't really have anything that can kill them. I turn all my Corruptors into Broodlords. Run! Run, Broodlords. These Void Rays are dead scary. I really think TcUltimate might just want to push his advantage right now, if at all possible, and I'm not sure if it is. Anyway, got another attempt. Phoenix harass here, lifting units by itself, but it can't shoot when it's lifting, so it didn't actually kill anything. Here at a 6th base that Railgun has established just directly south of his 5th. 199 to 155 total supply. Void Rays flying around. I mean, I just feel like TcUltimate is kind of throwing away his opportunity here. The longer he waits, the more Hydras there will be, the more Corruptors there might be. I don't know if Railgun's actually making Corruptors or not. He has 2 of them, so no, not really. Planning on doing this thing with Hydra, which I don't know if I agree with it. Really going mass Void Ray here, and I think that might be the way to go. There are only a few Hydras, no real splash damage available. Here we go, Archons on top of those Lings. Immortals coming in too. This 4th base is under attack by Lings and by Ultras. There we go. The Void Ray is using prismatic alignment, trying to take down everything that they possibly can. The Hydra count is going a little bit lower. They're taking down the Void Rays, but they're losing a lot of their units as well. All of the Hydras are going to die here. The Phoenix are still alive. Again, using prismatic alignment. Starting to wear off, though. Really trying to get rid of those Ultralisks first of all, and then the Broodlords if they can. And yes, the Ultras are dying. I think there's only 2 remaining here. The Broodlord's taking a lot of shots as well. The Void Ray is not quite able to use the prismatic alignment quite yet. They're using their regular type beam. Meanwhile, an Adept attack here at the 4th base of a Railgun, or 5th base rather, is getting cleaned up fairly well. And yeah, the Zerg attack was just slaughtered there in the south. Counterattack with Void Rays by TcUltimate. It's time to go. He lost his 4th base to the Ultras and the Lings. He needs to go up and get something done. Railgun is making some Hydras. He's got, okay, 14. He has 14 Hydras, which seems good. Seems good. How many Void Rays are remaining here? 12. So a 1-to-1 ratio doesn't seem to favor the Void Rays all that much. But they're coming in anyway. Can they get rid of those Hydras? They're going to try to do it. Pulling back is Railgun. Does not like the terms of the engagement. Perhaps he's waiting for some static defense to help out. Killing 1 transferring Hydra. Taking down a Spore Crawler very quickly. as well. Did I see infestors? Are there infestors here? No, that's a queen. That's a queen. Prismatic alignment burning down Railgun's 6th base in seconds. And now trying to take down these Hydras. How are the upgrades on the Hydras? +1/+1. Voiders at +1 attack. Can they do it? They're actually cleaning them out. Oh, the Hydras are gone. The Void Rays. The last hope for TcUltimate. Can he do this? It's 50 to 18 total harvesters. There's no way TcUltimate can replenish his army at any point during this game. He wants to take down the hatch. He wants to take down the spore crawlers. He's not taking any shots from the spore, so maybe not. He does kill Railgun's 5th base. There are ultras. There are lings coming on down at this 3rd. They're destroying a base that is basically defunct here. Can the Void Rays do this? There are a small number of Hydras down here. 11 of them. They're trying to choose the terms of their own engagement. The Phoenix might lift some of those Hydras to help with the engagement here, killing some Hydras as they transfer. There it is. There's the lift on the Hydras. The Voiders need to engage right now, trying to stutter step their way into victory, lifting as many of them as possible. But no, the Hydras coming back with a vengeance, trying to burn down as many of these Voiders as they can. Another one dies. There's only 2 remaining. And again, the upgrades are very good. The Phoenix, do they have enough energy? I don't think they have enough energy to help with that lifting. It is 1 Hydra left, 1 Void Ray, but popping out. Oh, popping out is the Ultralisk for Railgan, and that is it. He takes out the Void Ray ball. TcUltimate is defeated. He leaves the game, and Railgan is victorious here at 21 minutes and 25 seconds. It looks like he doesn't want to leave. Maybe he's doing some exploration, but we'll turn off the music, and we'll just kind of watch what he's doing. Long distance mining. Huh. Well, that was a good one. I know Protoss lost on this map again, so I apologize, Protoss fans, but it was definitely a very, very good game for sure. Railgun's army got melted twice there by TcUltimate. His Ultra Baneling Ling combination not as potent as he hoped it would be. But in the end, the big attack there with the Ultras and the Lings managing to take down this 4th base from TcUltimate proved a little bit too much for him to come back from. He was establishing another one down here in the bottom left, but wasn't enough. The Hydra decision to go versus the Void Rays was brilliant. Didn't work out immediately, but in the end, it totally did. So well done by Railgun. Unfortunately for TcUltimate, he does leave the loser today, but it was a close one. It was a close one. There's a lot of honor in there for sure. So, all right, that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.